The following program may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
Views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
We think it's the banning of
We are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Ah, yes! Finally kicked those fuckers off the air.
It's about goddamn time I got sick of those fucks.
Yeah, that G.J. Jerkman and Maxwell Silverhammer with all their goddamn anti-corporate talk.
Just be happy. We're gonna go celebrate right now. I think we should go do some golf and butt fuck one another.
Oh, that's the greatest. I'm ready. Hold on. Go get in the car here.
Get the hell in the other side. Another side. There you go.
There we go.
All right.
This is a great day.
I'm gonna start it up now. You ready?
These bastards.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Bora Bora, here we go.
It's the Stim Radio Show.
Maxwell Silverhammer, G.J. Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motor. Do you smell fire? I think somebody lit a cigarette. Nope, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9, cause the STEM radio fam, they ahead of their time. And now it's lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call HQ. Hey, Winfrey, you a musical genius, man. They can't paint it like a face is. But if the content is making you sick, taste some Dayquil. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that irks me.
All right, you sons of fucking bitches. Welcome to the shit that fucking cocksucking irks me. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer, and we've got quite the show for you tonight. We got on the phone Lil-Eazy-E. Lil-Eazy, what's going on, man?
Oh, ain't too much, man. Just living. Same old, same old.
Cool. Now, did you tell me you're at Dizney Land?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I am right now.
Now, are you there on...
My baby girl's birthday, so I took her out to Disneyland. They got me running around.
Oh, okay.
Crazy.
Okay, so it's a fun thing. You know, for one second, man, I thought you were performing there. I'm like, how the fuck would Disneyland let you perform?
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Man. Well, tell your daughter happy birthday, man.
Sister. Oh, I appreciate it.
So, listen, man, I got to ask you. Now, growing up, obviously, as Eazy-E's son, did your dad used to try to, like, get you to, be out of the room when they were recording, or they'd be playing his music? How was he with you and his music?
It was pretty straightforward. You know what I mean? I was raised by his mother, so most of the time that I spent with him when I was at his house, there was occasion. There was a fond memory that I always have of my father when he was recording, just to let you know. And he asked me how did it sound. He was in the shower. He had a shower cap on. Then he told me to come in. He asked me how did it sound. So I took that as a fond memory in my life, because I was really like an awe that my father really cared of what I thought about the song. Now I was younger, you know what I mean, especially like, everybody knows the 5150 album, Merry Motherfucking Christmas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I have a fucked up New Year. When we had that one as a kid, it caught us singing it. So my grandmother was the only one that was like, as long as you guys don't do all that cussing. So we used to sit there and think as a kid, like, well, Grandma, if we say all my daddy's songs, like, all of them got cussing in it, you know what I mean? Like, and then, she likes them. She's fond of his success. So it's like, you know what I mean? But the most thing she had was, excessive cussing. So he didn't have a problem with it whatsoever at all, though.
Right. Okay. So he never got in daddy mode and like, hey, don't use that language or anything like that, huh?
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. I mean, he taught me how to shoot a gun.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Like I say, some of the early stages of being young that he was able while he was on this world to share with me. He actually taught. So he kept putting me in karate. Wanted me to be a fighter. You know what I mean? So he didn't. You know what I mean? And the fact that I seen that he kept me being raised by my grandparents in Compton, California. You know what I mean? I kind of grew up to understand. You know what I mean? It was really just molding me for what this world is.
Right.
Needs. You know what I mean? Toughness.
Huh. That's cool, man. I can't knock that.
Yeah.
Well,
Real tough.
What about like when you were going, because obviously you said you lived in Compton. I mean, it's not like, your dad's a truck driver. He's Eazy-E,
Yeah.
man. How was that growing up with how the kids treat you?
It was a blessing. Like I said, as I got older, I really took credit to it. You know what I mean? Because like I said, he made me tough. I appreciate where I was from. You know what I mean? Made me respect where I came from, regardless of, what necessities he had, or the funds he had, this and the other. We always appreciate where we come. We didn't grow up as bratty, snot-nosed kids and all this and the other. And we grew up with that toughness because being in Compton, California, as dangerous as it was at the time, it was the #1 for crime rate. You know what I mean? So it just molded me to be tough. You see what I'm saying? So, but as far as every individual, my father had so much love in Compton. So it was like, oh, there goes little Eric. You know what I mean? So it wasn't nothing like that, and then people weren't ignorant enough to sit there and be like, oh, well, we're going to kidnap him. Why are we going to do this? Not the other. He had respect, and the respect lied throughout Compton. So,
oh, wow.
It was really fun growing up like that. You know what I mean? Be in situations where, you grow up and you start to be a little knucklehead and you want to fight other ones, not knowing that their uncle or their father was friends with my father. So it was no reason to do it, but, that was it. That was just the trials of life, that I had.
Man, you never had anybody that wanted to test your nuts? Like, I don't give a fuck if you're Eazy-E son or not. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Oh yeah. As you got older after he passed, as I got to the high school stages, because I was 10 when my father passed. No, not at all. So when I was about the young teenagers, of course you had a lot that wanted to test their strength with me. You know what I mean? But like I said, ever since I was 6 or 7, he put me in karate, taught me self-discipline. You know what I mean? Not to say I needed to use the gun parts on anything, you know what I mean? Not necessarily trying to take anybody's life, but if it came down to it, I had just had all the tools to defend myself, just say that.
Oh, cool. Okay. All right. Well, what about police, man? Because obviously your dad made fuck the police.
Now, there you go. Now, there you go. Now, that's who will test my motherfucker. That's who will test my rep, my status, or anything like that whatsoever. And that comes about a lot, man. I took a small trip. I just got back into in the world about 2 weeks ago, and a week I was home. I get pulled over by 3 or 4 cops, and you know what I mean. And I'm talking about, I had a new truck, so I had no plates on it. So they jumped out of me 3 deep. But we speaking. This is just recently. Like I said, this speaking 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? I've been born and raised in Compton, California for 30 years of my life. You know what I mean? So they jump out 3 deep. Harass me, all that, what gang you from, this, that, and the other. Throw me in the back, you know what I'm saying? And this is this era right now is the new sheriffs, because Compton has sheriff. Right. So as I got a back seat, and they doing all the roughing up. They want to search the car. One dude grabs my ID and says, "Oh fuck, man." He's like, "Do you know who this is?" And he's like, "Nah." You know what I mean? The younger cop, he's like, "Oh man, this is Eazy's son, man." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh shit, man, how's the movie? This, that, and the other." Like, "Oh man, we're kind of upset that you didn't get to play your father in the movie, man. But yeah, isn't it coming out soon, man? This, that, and the other." So he's asking all kind of questions.
Oh wow.
And on my ID, all my life, it says I live right there down the street. My address all my entire life. So I'm like, yeah, I'm born and raised right here, man. You know what I mean? Not in too much trouble. You know what I mean? Trying to get them out of the way, get them away from me. But they all harassed. Then he wants to hit me the question. So man, in the movie, how are they playing the sheriff's department, or was it PD back then? You know what I mean? I was like, it was sheriffs in their time still. So yeah, because I know they're kind of bad raps, but we're not like that. You know, man, we're not like that old school sheriffs back in the days, man. But I just hope they portray us real good, man. You know what I mean? Don't give us a bad rap.
Right.
So I was like, I don't know, man. You have to go check it out in the movies and see, man. You know what I mean? So after that, he's like, I feel kind of fucked up, man. I pulled you over. Let me get you up out of here, man. Cracked open the door, let me go on my way, man. Told me to stay out of trouble. But
wow.
Being younger, though, I used to get harassed a whole lot. You know, where it was literally like, Eric, pull over, Eric. Little Eric, pull over. You know what I mean? So they go keep a tight rap on you as far as the sheriffs go.
That's, you could tell it's a new time, man, because obviously they're letting you go, I would think, shit, you'd have a black mark on your forehead for being Eazy-E's son.
Man,
you know?
man. And when, like I say, younger days, that's how you felt when they were always just like, come here. It was like, you know, and I'm talking about sheriffs. There's no probable cause for you to be pulled over. It's like drive down the street, you're driving on the opposite side of the street. Hey, stop. He's like, stop the car real quick. Let me holler at you. Hey, come on, get out. Like, you got a probable cause to put me? No, it's because of the fact they know who I am. So it's like, really get out. You know, this little young new era right now, they're trying to play by the book, especially you got all these this unlawful things going on, individuals being killed and all that. So they're trying to keep it as firm as can be. But, you know, back in the days, yeah, I had a tight marker. Now, my father there, that's no different story. Because like the young cop was telling me, he's like, yeah, because I know those sheriffs were kind of dirty back then. They used to plant stuff on you. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Pull you over, and hey, next you know, you got a sack of dope in your car. Like, where the fuck this come from? You know what I mean? So, you know, back then it was a lot scarier being pulled over by them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I can imagine.
You know, and then, you know, my younger days, I'm sorry, but my younger days, yeah, I hit the L.A. Times out here, man, being pulled over with 4 pistols in a car and all this and the other. So I had my fair share of reputation with them. So, yeah, they did fuck with me when I was young. Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, man, it's just interesting that, you know, now that you're famous, you know what I'm saying? I mean, your dad is famous, so this is like,
yeah,
if they do something really fucked up, especially like all the stuff you hear about cops doing now, boy, that's a lawsuit, man. You know what I'm saying?
All the way, man. So I just try to stay out their way, man. I tell people, I don't do swine, I don't do pig, I don't eat pork.
You're Muslim, man.
Oh, no, not Muslim. I just, you know what I'm saying, just don't do swine, man. I stay away from the swine.
Right, I dig you. I
stay away from the pigs, man. Stay away from the pigs.
Man.
Get them out of my way.
Well, you know, I noticed in, like, one of your, I think it was I'm From Compton, you know, you made a few, some gang references, like you said, kicking cack, seeing cool. So, you know, with some of the gang shit in there, man. What's the deal with that? So you did bang for a little bit, right?
You helped me where I just where my father was born and raised, where I was born and raised. We wear a whole lot of blue over there. You know what I mean? And we keep it cordial with Compton, California. C-O-M-P-T-O-N. We don't know what Compton is. We never knew what that was. You can't find that on a map. You can't find that on anybody's map. So therefore, on our side, we kept it cool, we kept it chill, and we kept the C's up. You know what I mean?
Right. So it's more of a culture then. It's not so much, you know.
Basically, it's just, you know, that's what a lot of individuals say. It's like, you know what I mean? Sometimes, like, you might have youth want to talk to me about certain different things. It's like, you got to think in my era, you know what I mean? This new generation, you got to talk to these young cats because you don't know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to end up on the wrong side of the tracks. You get what I'm saying? And when I mean wrong side of the tracks is you're not coming back home. You're exit from this world. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them don't know what this game pertains by. And I'm talking about this game of gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, you know what I mean? Like I say, my side is all truth. My side is blue. So therefore, we grew up. It wasn't too much as necessarily people say, hey, well, you know, being Eazy's son, like, how did you get into that? Or how did you go through? Like, I was born and raised in Compton, California. My father didn't take me from it. My grandparents there. So even when he passed away, and when he passed away, I was 10 years old. I buried him April 7th. I turned 11 April 23rd. That's when I hopped off the porch, per se. That's when I started turning up. And I had a lot of anger in me. You see what I'm saying? I had a whole lot of anger in me from losing my father. And to suppress that was his homeboys, that was his friends, that were the gang, the hardcore gang bangers, the dope dealers. You know, of course, Pops was the biggest one, with the, you know, the ones that he taught, the ones that he learned from, and they'll give me stories that I could relate, I can cherish. You know what I'm saying, of my father, what he did. Now their sons grow up. Now we're just all young buddies running around. You know what I'm saying, riding scooters, riding skateboards, riding bikes, BMXs, and doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10 in this day and age, a lot of people consider, hey, that's your gang. That's your boys you run with. That's this, that, and the other. But you don't, at my era, you don't understand. This was all a brotherhood. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And as we got older, it became a necessity like, oh, them cats is from over there off of Greenleaf and Alondra, or Greenleaf and Long Beach Boulevard, between Greenleaf and Alondra. On Greenleaf and Long Beach Boulevard, those are such and such boys. They from this such and such place. You know what I'm saying? So fuck it. You know what I mean? Put that tag on us, we're going to roll with that tag. But you want to fuck with us, we're going to fuck with you in a different off-brand. And then when it comes to being too serious, now we're going to go get the individuals that's from around there. So now, hey, we look like, hey, we're all considered gangbangers. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but
right.
As I was younger, it was more of a brotherhood. You know what I mean? I ran to my homeboys that could teach me something. I ran to my homeboys that could better me. I ran to my homeboys that gave me stories. I ran to my homeboys that, you know what I'm saying, wanted to sit there and support me or look out for me in anything that I was doing. If I was playing football, if I was doing this, or, hey, I ran into homeboys that taught me, well, I learned that from my daddy, but that continued on to helping me hustle and do what I do. So, therefore, it was more so like a brotherhood back then. We knew the code of it. We kept to the code of it. We kept it G. You know, we put that real G code, OG code. Nowadays, motherfuckers is running around here like they don't know what they're doing. You know, it's a fad. It's because he's doing it, I want to do it. You know what I mean? So.
Shit. Well, they they Bloods and Crips in New York now, and I think a lot of them don't really.
Yeah, it's like I say, it's just some shit that your motherfuckers just look up and see. Oh, they're doing it. Like let's do it. They don't know the real true meaning of it, the true culture behind it, and the true necessity of it. You know, this is like I say, my group was a lot of fatherless young kids in a community where they're not giving us no support to do nothing different for ourselves. Right. You know what I'm saying? And we rolled and we stuck together and did what we did as we did. You know, and I have a lot of ball player friends, you know what I'm saying, some that we supported. But, hey, they stay true to where they came from. You know what I'm saying? This is who helped us out. Not no community center, not no Boys and Girls Club. My homeboys helped me out. My homeboys kept me off the block. Not necessarily that I did saying, hey, I ain't from this block. No, I'm born and raised from there. But they see the positive in me. I'm born and raised from over there. They got the respect for my father. But that's where I'm from, and that's my hood.
Wow. Man.
You know, a lot of other individuals take it as, oh, you know, this rapper is wearing red, and this rapper is saying Bickenback and Bompton and Bickenback being all this other shit. Fuck
right.
all that, you know?
Right.
You're gonna find yourself in a cat chase representing some shit you really don't know about.
Uh-huh. Well, and there's a lot of rappers doing that now. You know,
a whole lot, man.
So it's getting. Matter of fact, I heard there was a situation. I don't know. I just heard it was sort of third hand that Suge Knight was actually trying to call you out, man, and saying you weren't real and this and that, and you know, some gangbanging bullshit.
Saying I wasn't what?
Saying you weren't real or something. No. I don't know what.
Oh no, he don't want to do that. Me and him was just in the same place together too, and to his knowledge, if you had him to sit here on this interview phone with us, that wouldn't be a word, I guarantee, out of his mouth. He know where I come from and what thoroughness background it is. His nephews do, his cousins do, and every homeboy he got do. So therefore, that'll be a false statement that he ever made.
So it was a third party. Like I said, it was a third party thing. So that's why I don't know if it was true.
Yeah, it more likely be. Yeah.
So
he knows on a real personal basis of what I'm about. You know what I mean? And that's not even to speak situations that happen, but on a real level of what I'm about. Man,
well, you almost signed to Death Row, didn't you?
No, never signed to Death Row. Wouldn't do that. That wouldn't be ethical in my life.
Oh, that's funny as hell. Because on Wikipedia, they got it down that you almost signed with Death Row.
Nah. A person who took over Death Row, which was individuals who probably were just some rich Jews, thought about doing a book dealing. Come to find out, I took the meeting, and they happened to be the buyers of Death Row Records. You know what I mean? So therefore, I took a meeting with Death Row Associates. Wow.
Oh.
Okay. Were they anything tied or connected to Suge or anything that has to go with the Death Row legacy? Not at all. They bought it in supposedly in bankruptcy auction, who knows, a lien, who knows, and then turned around and said, hey, they want to have a meeting with me about a book deal, not a record deal, a book deal. So I said, hey, okay. Now when I approached the deal, come to find out, oh yeah, we're the purchasers of Death Row Records. Oh, is that right? You know what I mean? You know, well, shit, that's like some new tenants coming in and buying your building and saying, hey, I was going to buy from some Jamaicans, you know what I'm saying, when I really was buying it from you, you know what I'm saying? Or
right.
Talking to you. It's just like you just some all-off stupid-ass media shit, you know what I'm saying? Misconstrued.
Yep.
No, they approached me for individuals who purchased Death Row or bought the stakes or, you know what I mean, or whatever they did, rights or whatever, approached me for a book deal, you know what I mean? And then in entertaining that book deal conversation, come to find out these individuals purchase or, you know, like I said, Death Row Records. Oh, wow, is that right? Okay. Oh, yeah, well, Lil-Eazy met with Death Row Records. Isn't that something? Wow, won't that be? Like, no, man, come on now.
So
and then at the sense of it, who are these people? These people came and just fell upon something that was, you know what I'm saying, profitable to them, and they felt to jump on. These people had no alliance with the original Death Row that they're speaking on, that had the situation going on with Tupac, Dre, Dog Pound, all that, and had the controversy with my father. These individuals is who knows what and where.
They may sign Celine Dion at some point to Death Row Records.
Huh?
I said they may sign Celine Dion to Death Row Records at some point, huh? These guys.
Who knows? You know what I mean? They might just sign Silent Talk, do the Nene Kid. You know, who knows?
Well, now, what happened with you and Daz, man? There's like you guys had a little beef or something?
No, man. That's what they say. And I like these questions, man. I really do. So, you know, clear the air with your listeners. No,
oh, yeah.
Let me tell you what happened. And a lot of them could tell from the thoroughness of how a nigga talk and get out, my nigga. I don't have, you know what I'm saying, nothing to falsegate anything about. And I'm going to set this one straight, too. We was partners. We was homies. Not partners in no deal. Partners as, you know, oh, that's cool. We come over, smoke blunt in the hood. You know, chill. Cool. You know what I mean? Come over, tell us his old Death Row stories. How the niggas from across the boulevard, which is over there in Lewis Park or Mob, Pyru, their Bloods, used to sit there and fuck with him and chase him. And he was over there with my uncle, one of my god uncles from Atlantic Drive, Big A, and introduced me to him at N.W.A Records. You know what I mean? Met his wife, kids. I mean, not his kid, his wife at that time, mother of his kids. And he used to come through, smoke, chill, hang out with us. You know what I'm saying? Got a liking to it, nigga, as I grew up. You know what I mean? You know, seeing he was getting into a Death Row. He was way past his Death Row times at that time. I was like 15, 16 in high school. I'm 15 years old. We chill all the time, yada, 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 yada. I go on. I do a XXL interview. He jumps in it. So, homie, fuck it, cool. He already over there when they came and did the pictures. Fuck it, jump in a couple of flicks, yada, yada. So the world now takes that as E and Daz are doing some music. Now, don't get me wrong. Would that have been a possibility? Exactly. But we knew each other just on a personal basis. Yeah, it would have got to music. Don't get me wrong. Like I say, to keep away 100 people, it could have. He's a producer, so would have got there with me getting into music, of course. But it didn't. Know why? Because we just really chilled, hung out, talked to shit, shoot the shit with each other, smoked some weed, and chilled with my uncle. He had business going on with my uncle, Big A, who was from Compton, California, native from around the corner from where me and my pops grew up. One of my pops. Good homeboys that grew up with them. So now we get to me getting a record deal, which was damn near 5 years later. So I went from 15, 16 to 20, 21 years old now. They do an interview, and they say, hey, from that XXL interview when you were 16 5 years ago, hey, you were signed to Daz. I was not signed to nobody. I wasn't even doing music then. I was still playing football. My ambition was to be a ball player. So they asked, hey, so what happened with you and Daz? Oh, we didn't do nothing. You know, we was just cool. We didn't do no music. I was never signed to Daz. Now, some people get in their feelings when you do interviews, and you get a little clout about yourself. Eazy's son started to do music, getting a little clout. Oh, wow, what? He's not with Daz, and he's not with this, that, the other, and whoop, like, no, I never was. Daz was the homie. He was cool. Now, will we have started doing music? Yeah, but like I say, I was playing football. I didn't think about doing music at that time. I used to fuck around with it, but football was my polish, you know what I'm saying? My expertise, you know what I'm saying? Expertise.
Right.
So come to that interview now that I got signed to Virgin Records, it goes, hey, fuck him. Like, he didn't sit there and act like he just didn't fuck with me and the other. Well, we didn't. So you took the interview answer the wrong way. We didn't do music. Ask yourself that. We never did music. I never was signed to you. You know what I mean? We was cool. Did I disregard that we was homies? No. So now you want to take it to another level and being bitter about how I did it. Okay, that shows, back in my days, I used to say that shows Marcus in the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So they took it from there. You know what I'm saying? Had situations where I met him, where I just wanted to approach him like a man and say, hey, you took this out of proportion, homie, because you was a cool cat. I always did. You know, we always was cool. We used to get high as a motherfucker when I was young.
Right.
On my off season, you know what I'm saying? You know, we used to talk, shoot the shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to get into it with Long Beach 20 niggas and used to run some names to you because you from that area. You used to have problems with these Death Row niggas. And I know them because I'm from Compton and I'm socking out young Lewis Parks and Mob Pyrus every other day at school. and just shoot the shit and laugh about it. Now you get impersonal, you get in your feelings because I said, hey, we wasn't signed and we weren't doing no music together, which was honestly true. And then you go and sit there and want to say little side talks about a nigga. You know what I mean? That wasn't cool whatsoever. You know what I mean? And that's how that happened.
Wow.
Which was a whole lot of straight bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's entertainment for you, homie. So it's like out of entertainment you see, a lot of this shit is felonious punk shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people ain't thorough. A lot of people ain't gonna sit there and back the shit up that they want to talk on wax when they sit there and see and approach you. I wasn't born and raised like that, homie. You know what I'm saying? I was born and raised, get out where you mad at. You know, not your homeboys, not your crew, not the niggas you paying all this to go do, not the nigga who feel like he gonna get a car from you and he wanna come and do nothing. No, man to man, talk it out. Chalk it out and let's chalk it out, homie. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was raised by it. But this music game and this generation of individuals is so off, homie. So you know what I'm saying?
Well,
but you know, he comes from old school. It's just that's entertainment. People feel like, oh, well, I'm gonna shoot some bars at somebody or shoot some shots or some disses at somebody, make it seem like we beefing. That's not cool, man, my nigga. Because I mean, where I come from, I can take it up and turn it up to a level to where it was necessarily not meant to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Off of just little publicity that people want. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't cool.
Man.
You know what I mean? But I'm older now. You know what I'm saying? And spread it out through this industry of what it was and what it's worth, you know what I'm saying, and kind of disregard that. But I'm glad you asked the question so it cleared up for a lot of people who did not know the answer to that.
Absolutely.
And I know it was never no problem. Never no problem between us. You know, somebody said something off of being in their feelings, off of me saying, hey, I didn't work with you, and it went from there. When I approach you and we see each other, because I'm real cool with his cousin Snoop. And real talk, on the point of time, every time I used to see Snoop, he'd be like, man, I gotta get you and Daz to sit down. Where he at? Let's talk. I'm a grown man. He's older than me. You know what I'm saying? So let's sit down and let's talk about it.
Right.
Let's go get this off our chest about how you felt and how I felt and how you was wrong. Catch you a couple of times because you know we chill, we go to different events. Seen him at another event where I actually finally caught up with Dad. Shook his hand. I was like, hey man, how you been? You know what I'm saying? It's like a person only can have ignorance with themselves if you continue to ignorance with somebody that you necessarily didn't have it with.
Right. Man.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's all cool. He's a cool cat. You know what I'm saying? It's like I shook his hand that day and said, hey, what's happening, man? Because I actually enjoyed when we used to chill. He's a cool cat, funny, talented, and all that and the other. Just, you know what I mean? Some people just got to take this industry and this media stuff away from what you know what I'm saying? Don't make this your life, man. Don't make this your life to have publicity stunts or publicity acts and all that and the other and mess around and lose friends or lose associates off of some bullshit like that. That ain't cool.
Right. Especially that you guys are working so close together. Well, you know, and that's a question too. What made you decide to go full balls to the wall with this rap thing? Like you said, you played football and that was your big thing.
Yeah, I played ball and it was, of course, back then when playing ball. Ilani, get over here, excuse me. I'm sorry, I'm calling my daughter.
Hey, it's good.
Got injured, tore a ligament in my leg. I played on a whole year with it, and finally when I got a scene, I had chipped bones from one side to the other. So it kind of messed up my 12th grade season, where I missed half the season. Got back on my feet, did good, got to the championship, and college just what the beginning of college was, and you know what I mean, because of the fact of I had missed so much of the season, I was looking at, you know, community colleges, not a university. My dreams was a university. So community college just didn't sit with me for it. You know what I mean? I tried it. I dwelled with it, and it just didn't. And then the real reason is, at that point in time, a lot of people were giving the big ups and respects to the Tupacs, the Biggies, you know what I mean, at that point in time. We're talking 2001, 2002. And like forgetting where it really came from. Who gave them the right to sit there, had a freedom of speech and what they said.
Right.
You know, who started this whole game changer system in hip hop to sit there and cuss the content of the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? And to overall, just to sum it up, gangster rap. Who started gangster rap? You know what I'm saying? So where would you give that first homage to before you start talking about, oh, the Tupac, the Biggie, and that's not taking no credit from them whatsoever. The talented individuals, two of the most talented individuals in the rap game. But it's just common sense and truth. You cannot give homage there and not give homage to my father.
Right.
You know, my father changed his game. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
My father changed his game beyond anything. I mean, there's no words to sit there and put it of what my father did to this game. You know what I mean? He gave the freedom of speech to say what they want. I'm talking about individuals like Kanye West. You could say fuck the police, and that's how I treat them. Where did you first get the guts, the knowledge,
right, the gumption,
anything to sit there, exactly to say that? We're gonna go all the way back to '86. You know, 86, 87, where my father started and kicked the doors open with the world's most dangerous group, which leads down to the Ice Cubes, the Dr. Dre's, and the MC Rens and DJ Yellas. You know what I'm saying? They changed the game, which they changed the game for plenty of artists, which changed the game for plenty of artists. But where did that come from? Where did that seed grow from?
Right.
Seed grew from Compton, California, a man named Eric Wright. You know what I'm saying? So that was my frustration to the game, and I felt the need as his son to any aspects, any ways I can, give respect where it's respect due, which is only my father. You know what I mean? I missed him. The world missed him. His game seemed like it was forgive them. You know, look at now. We did just get an N.W.A. movie. My father's been going for how long?
Oh, jeez.
You know?
Well, for like 20 years.
20 years, going on 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, you didn't have the Biggie. You didn't have all these movies, and now they finally want to give homage to where it originally started at. You know what I'm saying? It's just, this game is, as I said, this game is crazy, man. Like, I spread it out for what it is and what it's worth, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a real political, real cutthroat as business, you know what I'm saying? And I just felt real upset about the homage not being given to my father who started this stuff, who started it.
Is that why you go by Lil-Eazy-E? Because, and I always thought, well, shit, it kind of sucks that you got to live in his shadow. But obviously, for you, it's more about paying homage to your dad.
The thing about it, the thing about it, people don't understand that. It's another good question to answer to everybody. I don't have no problem. I'm not Magic Johnson's son, not wanting to play ball. I'm not or loving my father for what he did in ball. I'm not Michael Jordan's son, not loving and respecting what my father did. I'm Eric Wright's son. My name is Eric Wright. I'm the junior to a man that I loved, missed, and got taken away from me at a young age. So therefore, I'm only my bloodline. You know, I'm only my bloodline. I love my father. I love everything he did. And you got a lot of these people in this game whose lives were started from what he did. You know what I mean? I run into top-notch producers. Cheeks at 10, I could go down the list, the Dr. Dre's, anything that came from that branch to say, hey, to any street person that says, hey, I can sit there and change the game, and I can sit there and change my life, my family's life, by sitting there and putting my what I do in my life on wax. Why? Because Eazy-E showed us that it was possible for him to do. Eazy-E showed us it was possible for the dope dealers, the Jeezys, the T.I.s, anything to sit there and pick up a mic and spit down on your content on this music, to let you know what you was doing in your life and turn that into a positive of making money by creating music, good records, hit records.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he changed the game for a lot of I would say damn near 60-70% of these artists that's out here that started these young artists out. So therefore, if them themselves could think that, how do you feel his son feels? His son feels, I don't care. There ain't no shadow. My father's shadow surpasses over all hip-hop.
Yeah.
All hip-hop. All hip-hop. I don't care if a person come out and say, I'm from Compton. You know what I'm saying? I'm from this. I'm from that. You know what I'm saying? Or anything. The games, the problems, the YGs, the Kendricks. Y'all know where you came from and why you're able to sit there and represent what you represent for. Right. You know why you're sitting there able to sit there and be successful and be proud to represent a city. And they doing a damn good job at it. But you cannot deny where that started from or who created that in your eyesight, your mind, your body, to sit there and say, hey, I can do this, or I'm going to do this.
Man.
Or I can represent my city, or I can anything. So therefore, there is no shadow. And if there was, I'll stand in it until the time my time is up, because it's my father, it's my blood. You know what I'm saying? So anybody who feels that way, oh, he's never been out of his father's shadow. No, hip hop can't get out of it. He put a stamp on it that's permanently there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, not just
put
hip
a stamp
hop.
permanently on the game. So
You
period, everything.
There's a rock group that actually did a version of Boys in the Hood. You know that, right?
Yeah. And then we could take it down to Will.I.Am, who was one of my father's artists. You know what I mean? The Black Eyed Peas, who is different genre of music, but came from a lineage of and came from a tree and branch of Eazy-E.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? There's nothing doubting of what it is. So if they feel like it's a shadow, I'm standing in it. They standing in it. If you do music, you standing in it.
Man.
You know what I mean? Whatever ways you would do, you wouldn't be able to do it if this. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be able to drive the roads with the bricklayers and have work their asses off to lay them down and show these individuals how to keep repaving it and recreating it. We would have freeways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And an example of that, and a metaphor for giving that. You know what I mean? My father did that. So that's what I'm here to keep him going, man. He was taken away from me too early as a father, not an artist, as a father. So I'm forever.
I was going to ask you that too.
To my father.
When you said you were like 10 or 11 when your dad died. So I mean, how did that hit you, man? I mean, that had to be. You understand what's going on, but yet it still fucks with you.
Oh yeah. That's where that street. That's where that hardcore street life came, man. I gave it all of that. I gave all that anger and that frustration to that. And it was a whole lot of anger, whole lot of frustration, whole lot of non-understanding, whole lot of not fair, not all of that. So I got that light turned on for me real quick in life. While I'm able to deal with and cope with a lot of things in my life right now, because I turned that on real quick.
Well, maybe doing music, was that some way to maybe pull you out of that? Was that sort of your way of escaping? Like, hey, man, I'm going down a bad route because of my dad's death, and this will help me sort of cope a little better. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it definitely did. It definitely did. Like, you don't understand the joy it brings me to get out there, perform, to get out there to perform his music, my music, anything, get the acknowledgement. I could be at Dizney Land right now. An individual walk up to me, it's like, man, kid, say, hey, that's it was blonde, blue-eyed white kid walked off. Said, hey, that's Eazy-E. That's joy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's joy.
Man.
That's joy. That's joy beyond anything as far as in just appreciation to knowing
that's you're related.
Yeah, that's love. Yeah, that's love, man. People understand that's so love. So yeah, that transfers into a lot of just calming down, a lot of just peace. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I wanted to jump into some music real quick, man, if you don't mind. We're going to play one of your tracks, but before we do, I want to ask you about this track. This is a Fuck Game. You took some bites out of Game, man. What happened with that?
Oh, well, and that's you dig deep. But it was probably one of the most, they love controversy, man. Like I was telling you earlier. Mm-hmm. Media loves controversy. This hip-hop game loves controversy. They love different stuff. But it was called Coming from Compton. And that was just really me speaking over a refurbished track about my feelings at that point in time, being youngster on Game, and which was a good thing, another good question, another good topic to talk about, because it was a misconstrued understanding between me and him. I was young, I was wild, and I had this individual that's overly claiming pops, and I felt like as a friend or as a person who did give a lot of homage and a lot of respect and love for my father, and did a lot for me, in my younger days of recording, is just getting fed with negative vibes and negative energy from his old managers who are locked up right now, Jimmy Hinchman, and old individuals I used to deal with, to sit there and see a controversial thing to turn us to kind of towards each other. And in the ways I say they feel they did that is because they gave me a lot of information that was, quote unquote, coming from him.
Right.
And I felt like, as a person giving homage and respect to my father, how would you come at me like that sideways on some business? And it's crazy because he doesn't even know this story of me growing up as a man and understanding that was where the problem lied at. You know, I could say, hey, I was young, he was a blood, I'm a Crip, and I was just upset and didn't do that, but that wasn't the overall reason. Overall reason was on a real business standpoint, which some managers, previous old managers he had, kind of threw in the mix, and I never approached him about it and really asked him, hey, did this come from you or did you feel this way? I just acted upon Eric acting. Fuck it, you know what I mean? I'm from the streets, about the streets, so nigga, I'm gonna take it there. Like, fuck it, there ain't no questions asked. It's my turn. Get down where you mad at. So I was upset, you know what I mean? And his forte was doing music and putting it on wax. So I, in turn, did some other stuff and just put down some things that I felt at the time was factual about him. You know what I mean? And then had individuals like, hey, I had no care for the individual, which was, you know, as I'm an older man now, which was wrong. Because I never approached him like a man, like I'm telling you guys about the dad situation.
Right.
And said, hey, is this how you felt? I was just young. I was just wild.
Well,
and then now you may hear me criticize dads for doing what I did or what I'm saying I did, but I was 20 years old.
Right.
Dad's, everybody could calculate it, he's about 20 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? So,
sounds like
you know
these.
what I mean? I was just young. Young and wild.
Sounds like these music people are like worse than the gang unit because they just want to start, you know, beefs between people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. When I felt it was better if we was an alliance and been stronger at that time when I first got into music,
right?
To represent our city on a strong end, from the blue side and red side, from positive sides, regardless of whatever you look at it. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
It was just some misconstrued information that I got from individuals, and I took it upon myself to act upon it without even questioning or confronting the man about it, and saying, hey, like, you know, these cats, they from New York, so they don't give a fuck about our loyalty with each other. They don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no telling if they was telling the truth or not telling the truth. I didn't take that initiative at first. I just went off of what I heard. Fuck it.
You know, I want to ask you though, man, because I know you're at Disneyland, you're with your daughter and all that type of stuff. You know, first of all, this may run over just because you're very interesting as a guest. Is that good? And you don't mind if we jump into music, or do you want me to knock out all these questions and then we get into the music and then we can let you go?
Either way, it's just your boat. You do it how you want it, man. It's your boat, man.
All right. Well,
I'm a little easy, man. It don't get too easy dealing with me.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, man.
It don't get too easy dealing with me, big dog. It's how you want to do it, man. I'm with whatever.
Well, what we'll do then is we'll jump into this track real quick, this fuck game track, and just hold on with us, and when we come back, we'll talk to you some more.
Okay, most definitely.
Cool, man. Lil-Eazy-E, fuck game.
Saying my name, the nigga game gon' be laying in the coffin. I'm the motherfucking Prince of Compton. First and last, don't make me the first to blast. You the type I will murk your laugh, cause you's a phony. Walk around like you was the homie, knowing damn well you was never close to E. JCon, who the hell you supposed to be? On my block, I got homies who can post and squeeze and have a motherfucker laying face down in the streets. Certified G and I didn't have to pay for that. Knowing E brought you all your little fame and rap. I dropped 16, now I'm getting paid from rap. How lame is that? You sound just like a bitch when she start to bleed. You gon' have a nigga trippin' once I spark this weed. The OE, keep a nigga straight, fuck that vodka. Can't waste time dealing with these punk imposters. Had to holler at the doctor so we know what's poppin'. Little E is the name and I'm coming from Compton. I can see it inside your face. I can see it. He a fake and he know it. I'm that true fire showing hard. It's the city I'm from. I can see it inside your face. I can see it. He a fake and he know it. I'm that true fire showing hard. It's the city I'm from. Real recognize real, my nigga. You used to be a stripper in the club, cause you ain't no killer. Low nigga to the death, know the set I claim. In the hood, homies act, never said you bang. Fact to change a motherfucker in a New York minute. You from Compton, but keep putting New York in it. I'm a West Coast nigga, get respect from both. The tattoo on your arm is disrespectful, low. Gotta smoke cause this nigga keep working my nerves. I'ma have that butterfly in his face on the curb. Don't get served, tryna hit me with a comeback verse. Already know in the streets I'ma come back worse. The truth hurts, and I hate to expose you, homie. Before the game, the nickname, it was Doja, homie. He's a phony and a fake, can't relate to E. Certified, and I'm coming from the CPT. Yeah. I can see it inside your face. I can see it. He a fake and he know it. I'm that truth I show his heart. It's the city I'm from. I can see it inside your face. I can see it. He a fake and he know it. I'm that truth I show his heart. It's the city I'm from.
Yes. All right. Fuck game. So we're back, man, with Lil-Eazy-E at Dizney Land with his daughter. What's going on, man?
Oh, ain't too much.
You know what I noticed, man, is your rap style is very similar to Havoc from South Central Cartel. Was he an influence of yours growing up?
It's funny you said that. He was a big. My father was a big influence of him, so it's funny you said that. And he actually, out of respect, they actually used to come by in Compton and pay their respects to my grandmother, you know what I mean, my father's mother, and check up on her, send letters and all that and the other. So I've listened to him, not saying it's too much of an influence, his style, but I'm very fond of his music, you know what I mean, and I'm very fond of the group, man, and they, you know, some real respectable dudes, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, they're on my friends list, and I'm always going back and forth with Hab, man. Real cool dude, so.
Yeah.
But, well, you know, it's funny because your dad never rapped. I mean, well, he did rap, but he didn't want to rap. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't even write his own
not at
raps.
all. He wanted to do the business part, man. Wanted to be the hands-on, the man that make everything work. You know what I'm saying? And that exact song we were talking about when Ice Cube wrote Boys in the Hood, it was for a group in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And when they heard it, we're like more so like, you know, it didn't fit them. This was not them. So as they're sitting in the studio, they're like, hey, you know, kind of figuring about it, like, you know what, like, this is you, you know, this is you, E, this is you, Eric, you know what I'm saying? This is all of you. This fits all. This is exactly a replica of your lifestyle and you. So of course that's where the Lokes came, man, the glasses, because he threw them on and he was shy, and he went take for take, punch for punch, and recorded Boys in the Hood. Next thing you know, with that voice he had, you know what I mean, and just his charisma and style, you know what I mean, created an individual who changed the game.
Man.
A group that changed the game, and so forth.
Well, it's funny because you write your own raps. You actually write your own stuff, man. You have the ability to rap.
Yeah. When I was younger, I sat with DOC, and, you know, he wrote for my father. Q wrote for my father. DOC wrote for my father. So my first rodeo at Virgin Records, DOC wrote a handful of stuff for me, or quite a bit, and kind of taught, you know, just really taught me, you know what I'm saying, as our process of getting with each other and sitting down and putting together music, you know what I'm saying, was a lot of conversation and seeing what he did and how you inflicted that conversation into songs, you know what I'm saying, into lyrics, you know what I'm saying. So I took a hold of it, you know what I'm saying, working with my own producer, DL, and I took a hold for it, and now working with my brother, you know what I'm saying, is just, I took a real strong hold to it and was like, oh, okay, well, you know, this is not as bad as it really is, you know what I'm saying. It's like, you know, people say, Eric, look at your life story. It's like, think of the stuff that like when you talk to us, look at the stuff that you have experienced, you know, have you went through, you know what I mean, and then, you know, when I was in school, we used to do this, we used to do essays and poetry in class. So it was more so just taking the blessings of having an education and the life story of myself and individuals that were able to help me, that are polishing the game, that are vets in the game, and like the DOC, you know what I mean, and kind of just, you know, twerk it together, you know what I mean, and come up with lyrics first. Firsthand, I used to do is like it's hard for me to do songs, full song, so it would just be 16. You know, it'd be eight
so
bars,
verse.
have a 16, and then Yeah, just the verse. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? Because to come with a cold one, about some shit and be like, well, damn, I feel like I put my tomato, mustard, and mayonnaise on the motherfucker. You know what I mean? Now I gotta create a whole buffet. I gotta get a hook. I gotta get a third verse, a second verse. You know what I mean? Like, shit. You know what I mean? So
More work than I thought.
It started off with 16. Like, it's easy to come off. Fuck it, I'm just gonna spit some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Give me a hook. And I'm gonna spit some shit off this or what I feel. So
Right.
doing your own songs, it took a while. But with growth, with work ethic, it just, I started to understand and learn it. And then come to find out though, as I grew up and I was, kind of like, proud of myself of doing that. I found out and learned sitting in my grandmother's house and going through paperwork. My father did the same thing.
Oh.
He may not have been a full writer, but he wrote some songs, he wrote some verses, he wrote some things, he put into everything. And then actually people could sit there and actually check for themselves when they actually check through mostly all N.W.A. records. If you look at it, you'll see that he has writer credits on a lot of different things he did. Now don't get me wrong, of course his credits go to O'Shea and to the DOC on most of his hit records. But if you look back to some real original N.W.A. records, my father, penned quite a few things himself. You know what I'm saying? So he gave it a shot. He gave it a try. And I found that out as I polished myself and felt good about it. It was like, hey, your father used to do the same thing. It'd be like, oh, he didn't do a whole song, or he just did a 16, or he just did half of a verse. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, well, okay. So he gave it a try.
Huh. Well, that's, it's difficult too, man. I mean, obviously, like you said, when you spit a verse, if your boys ask you to bust a rap, you're going to spit a verse and then you're done. Whereas opposed to now you have a whole song, like you were saying, you got to put the hook together. You got to come with a bridge. You got to, so
all that.
it's crazy. But
so I have to polish myself.
Yeah, well, you've obviously done a good job of that, man. You've definitely listening to what you got lyrics. You are lyrical, no doubt.
Oh, appreciate it. I appreciate that, man.
So no problem. That's shit. I had another question I was going to ask you and I lost it. So, but you know how that goes. So yeah, obviously you got into the rapping type. So you said that was when you were about 18, 19 when you really got serious with it.
Well, yeah. See, like when we was younger, me and my brother, which goes by Baby Easy, my father's second son. When we was kids, like I said, when Grandma used to hear us run around, we used to have to change lyrics, of course, of the cussing,
right?
And flip some stuff, put our own names in it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Did like the Cubes verses or the Renz verses on N.W.A. So when we was kids, we did the whole mixtape thing as kids with our father's music. So we played around with it a lot young, you know what I'm saying? And then come around to about 18 years old after I figured like, football and, figured college was kind of like down the hill because I still wanted to play like semi-pro. I still, college was kind of down the hill. And I was like, you know what? My partner, I moved to Vegas doing the same thing as my father, hustling. Moved with a couple of older homeboys of mine that looked out for me. Like I say, all my older homies looked out for me and had the best interest for me. So got with him in Vegas. It was like it went for a vacation.
Oh.
Trying to find out he had a studio out there. He had a record shop. He had all that. And he's like, hey, have you ever just tried to just mixing your father's stuff? I said, yeah, I do that all the time. So I got behind a booth, did it. Had a not as distinctive voice as my father, but a sometimes similar, just different cadence I might hit, might sound similar to him, and found an itch. It sounded like found a calling. Like, man, you ain't never thought about it? I'm like, you know what? I'm always complaining about what respect isn't given. Like, well, shit, let me take this hold and do it. And fuck it, let me just get this rap thing a crack at it.
Huh. So it's you don't sound anything like your dad, I don't think. Like I said, you sound like Havoc from South Central Cartel if I were to be given.
Yeah, uh-huh.
But apparently maybe at one time you did, but yeah, I would never guess.
Yeah, younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, a younger me. So like I said, yeah, didn't have a distinctive voice as he did. So, but got a little push from a couple of people, felt like it sounded pretty good, and I went for it.
Man.
I went for it.
Well, glad you did. So what about this new N.W.A. movie, man? How do you feel about that? Is that an accurate portrayal, or is it just some people trying to make money?
We will see. We will see. I wanted to give myself a surprise at it when the premiere comes out. I didn't want to take the offers of going and sitting there seeing clips of it or on the set. I went on the set maybe a few times. Me and my little son, who's right here screaming my name. Me and him went and did our little duties when they had the performance scene, which I was happy with the performance scene. But then again, that's performance. You know what I mean? And as far as the storyline and everything else, you know what I mean? I want to surprise myself in the premiere. And hopefully they do right, you know what I mean? I got assurance from Q. I got assurance from Dre that they liked it and the storyline came out right. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope they do justice and give it a story right. You know what I mean? But I would like everybody to go check it out, get support to it. You know what I mean? And we all will see. We all will see how and what and what aspect that they give to the like I say, the world's most dangerous group, a group that changed, a group and an individual man that changed this whole game of hip hop. You know what I mean? So, you know, we'll see.
Man, that's well, and I'm definitely going to go see it. Actually, I'm interested in checking that out. But how come you didn't play? How come you didn't play your dad?
Same question I ask myself over and over. My little daughter asks me that all the time. Like, you look like Papa more than this guy likes like Papa. I know, baby, but you know it's different rules and obligations that people got to abide by in this business. You know what I mean? Like I said, this business is cutthroat, man. This business can be shady. This business do not love you. This business will swallow you up, eat you out. I mean, swallow you up, chew you up, and spit you the fuck out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, who knows? Who called that was? You know what I mean? To have all that go on. But I don't cry over spilled milk, man. Like I told you, my father produced me to have tough skin a long time ago.
Yeah.
He prepared me a long time ago to have tough skin. So, you know, I can't cry over it, man. We do not know. To my knowledge, they needed a polished actor, you know what I mean, to play that role because it is a heavy role. But, you know what I mean, it's really nothing I have to act. You get what I'm saying? So
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. You lived it.
2 ways. Huh?
You lived it, man. I mean, there's nothing more.
All the way. All the way. So it's two sides that I agree on. I agree on my side. I agree on the side that they plainly understand it on. So I'm just leave it as like, hey, you know what I mean? Can't cry over no spilled milk, man. Hope you guys do a good representation of it. You know, I got respect for the kids that played him, Jason Mitchell. You know what I mean? I was the first individual to kind of bring him in when he came to California. Took him out, seen me perform at the convention center. Me and DJ Yella, Dub C and Juicy J had a show. And, you know what I mean, just gave him a lot of pointers, letting me see different things, how I perform. You know what I'm saying, on my father's songs, because I did a little whole melody of all N.W.A. songs with DJ Yella DJing. So, you know what I mean, I got cool respect for the kid. And I told him, hey, you know what I mean, it's you up the bat to play this, man. You got to understand who you playing.
Yeah.
You got to understand how serious it is of who you playing, man. So all I'm going to tell you is, man, just, you know, show your ass out, man. You know what I mean? You represent my father. You represent a lot of individuals out here. A lot of individuals out here respect and love.
Right.
So do your do. You know, I can't cry over I'm not there and this and the other, but, you know what I mean, I ain't a poor sport. You know what I'm saying? Or I ain't no punk or no sucker. So I understand, like, you know what I mean, got tough skin for it, but I'm going to give a man a lot of respect and a lot of, you know what I'm saying, support on what he was supposed to do.
Right, right. So you look at it more from a bigger picture, like, okay, you know, the main thing is the story got told, regardless of who played who.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah,
Man, well, that's cool. That's good.
You know, that's a dream. It definitely was a dream to be playing my father, but, hey, didn't work out, but it's like, hope you guys do right.
Well, you're living your father, man. So, you know, same thing. It's even better than playing him. You know?
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
It's, you know, I wanted to jump into another track, and I love this track. This is probably one of my favorites, man, of yours. And obviously, it's your rendition of Boys in the Hood.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to jump into that, man, real quick. So hang on with us, and when we come back, we'll talk to you some more.
No problem.
in at 63, and I ain't in that motherfucker unless it sit on D's. Got Dodie on me, got Chris on freeze, and if you see me in the club, it's a bitch on me. 4-5 in the side, 9 in that dash. Trade A for the snakes playing in that grass. See the cake and they hate, but no matter what they say, niggas see me in the streets, then I'm in that ass. Fuck what you heard, this here's the truth. I be the same G when I lead a booth. Your gang bang on wax, but your lame on tracks. If it came down to it, I eat your food. But I'm cruising down the street in my 6'4", knocking the freaks, macking it hoes. Black super spoiled, everything original. Top down, 2D, 4 pistol roll. We stacking and banging colors, was cracking on one another, still claiming sets in the gutter. We slinging and selling butter, but brother, you get wet if you ain't under our umbrella. We gangsters and nothing, still ducking them undercovers. We some bad motherfuckers, We get the poppy shots, now the one time's coming just the poppy shots. Look up in the sky, see E on top. In the white B with a white T on top. New Spike Lee Nikes, we on rock. No Vans round here, that'll get you shot. I don't skateboard, but I got shit to flip. Yes, I'm on my grind, but nigga not like them. I stay fly, and I got them screaming again. We won't easy, well bitch I'm him. Throw my hood up high in the sky for show. Rim sitting real high, but the top is low. Want the hoes to see me, so I'm riding slow with my arm on the door, so my watch can show. While I'm cruising down the street in my 6'4", knocking the freaks, macking it hoes. Black super spoiled, everything original. Top down, 2D, 4 pistol roll. We stacking and banging colors, was cracking on one another, still claiming sets in the gutter. We slinging and selling butter, but brother, you get wet if you ain't under our umbrella. We gangsters and nothing, still ducking them undercovers. We some bad motherfuckers, We get the poppy shots, now the one time's coming just the poppy shots. Niggas know my C's and C to PG. Got it locked, try me, get knocked on GP. The boys in the hood, they knock my CD, cause I grew up in the hood and not on TV. I keep my composure, roll with gangsters. Blue flag, new rag top on them days. New jack, coupe ass drop on them scrapers. Just some tools that I keep to attract them haters. Get in the bitch head like activated. E a Mac, he a whack ass Captain Saver. I stack my paper, boy, stack your weight. If this easy, I'm Compton's acting major. Straight cruising down the street in my 6'4", knocking the freaks, macking it hoes. Black super spoiled, everything original. Top down, 2D, 4 pistol roll. We stacking and banging colors, was cracking on one another, still claiming sets in the gutter. We slinging and selling butter, but brother, you get wet if you ain't under our umbrella. We gangsters and nothing, still ducking them undercovers. We some bad motherfuckers, We get the poppy shots, now the one time's coming just the poppy shots.
I love that line. I grew up in Compton and not on TV. You know? Which is great.
Yeah.
You know, because obviously it's not, you know how you hear about these childhood prodigies and childhood actors. You know, that wasn't you, man. Obviously, you know, you were in Compton. You were doing the shit. You know, I wonder, do you ever think about, like, when you were getting in trouble, how your dad would have reacted to some of the shit that had, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I read Ice-T's book, and he was talking about how his son got arrested for something and how he just sat him down and totally showed him, you know, slapped life in his face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. It's funny because, you know, my stepmother used to go back and forth. She's like, oh, if your dad was there, he would be in your ass. And I really thought about it like, well, you know, I wouldn't be doing half the shit I was if he was here. You know what I mean? I have to go through certain situations in life, you know, if he was, but I'm a little taller than Daddy, so I like to joke around and say that, like, you know what I mean? But we gonna be going at it, man. But nah, you know what I mean? It's something that I love. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those quotes you say, man. You know, I used to see my homeboy get into it with their father. I said, man, you would know how much I would yearn for my father to whoop my ass right now, homie. And you know, I'm gonna tell you that straight up. You know what I'm saying? You know how much I could dream for my father to whoop my ass. I couldn't dream for my father to argue with me and cuss me out. You know what I mean? I would totally love that. I'll do anything to have that in life. You know what I'm saying? So I used to tell my homeboys when they get into certain issues, man, respect and love your father, homie, your parents, period. You see what I'm saying? Because I didn't have mine, my nigga. You know what I mean? And like I say, you know, I'd be dreaming for him to tell me off or try to knuckle up with me or something like that. You know what I mean? Have a
Right.
dream that, you know what I'm saying, I'm squabbling my father. You know, that'd be, you know, as bad as it sounds, that'd be, you know, something that bring tears in my eyes. I mean,
You know, you must set your boys straight sometimes too, because they'd be like, you know, man, Pops is tripping, man, he's an asshole, he's this, and you just saying that, I'm sure brings them right back to reality. Like, oh fuck, yeah.
oh, most definitely, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Because they know me and they know how I grew up, so they know if I'm coming at them telling them something like that, they take a heed of it, because a lot of them understand the pain that I went through. You know what I'm saying? And the pain at times that I may endure on different occasions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when they hear me talk to them straightforward like that, like, homie, like, you know how I feel right now to have my pops tell me off, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to have him tell me off right now, homie. So take heed of your daddy's still here, man, because, you know, we got a lot of homeboys that didn't grow up with him. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of homeboys who daddy wasn't in their life. You know, he ran out. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that, you know, me and him can relate to not having a father, but, you know, mine being on a situation it was. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us became real close and fond of not having a father around. You know what I'm saying? Not to say mine was a terrific father, wanted to be a father. I have a lot of homeboys whose father just didn't want to be a daddy yet. You know what I'm saying? Father just didn't get along with the mother, and a lot of homies, their father got shot and killed.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we all relate in that aspect of growing up without that stronghold of a father figure around, and of having a strong mother or grandparent to do what they have to do for us. So when they hear me speak that to the group of us that came through that lifestyle, they take a heed of it, you know, to that one homie who does have a dad. You know what I mean? Like, you know, check yourself, cuz. Like, you know what I'm saying? Check yourself, homie.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't understand how it is to feel like it is on this side. You know what I'm saying? And nobody can teach you how to throw a ball. Nobody teach you how to fuck a bitch. You can't tell that story when you first bust your first nut with her. You know what I'm saying? Or those father-daddy day, or them daddy-son days at school, or that Father's Day that comes around all the time, and they have an extra special things, or, you know what I'm saying, events for fathers, and, you know what I'm saying, and where it might hit us harder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's got to be, you know, I had a situation when I was, you know, a few years ago, I was dating somebody, and I was pissed off because it was Christmas time and I had to buy gifts for everybody. I'm like, God damn fucking Christmas, this, that. And the girl I was dating had lost her dad. So she's like, you be lucky you have a dad to get a gift for. And I was like, oh, fuck. So that brought me back to earth, man. So that's why I mentioned that to you.
Yeah.
But, you know, with obviously.
Exactly.
Man. So.
Exactly.
Wow. Well, you know, what was the other thing too is, by the way, the hook on that Boys in the Hood. I love that hook, dude. That's one of those that just sends a blast of electricity, a shock of electricity right through your spine, man. You just get you off the ground, you know?
Yeah.
So, man, that's well, and obviously, you know, you've done your thing, and you're still doing the music thing. What's coming next for you?
Oh man, man, just full recording. You know, I've yet to give individuals a full album myself. You know what I mean? Spot songs here and there is not showing everything that I'm capable of. So I'm working on that album right now, man. I'm working on a DVD. You know what I'm saying? A full, just thorough output of Lil-Eazy-E's life. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on a documentary on my father, just strictly him. You know, I know I've been telling you about the N.W.A, but just strictly my father and the individual he was. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of things coming. I got merchandise coming, of different, you know what I'm saying, different styles and formations of, you know what I'm saying, shirts with replica faces of my father on it. You know what I'm saying? Anything to come with his legacy, man, and I'm pushing forward to perform. But the most stronghold right now is putting this album out and getting this music out. You know what I mean? Finally and foremost for all my fans, and like I say, man, all stay in tune to any social sites. I'm always touring. I'm on tour with DJ Yella right now. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully things can go well and I get on tour with Ice Cube. You know what I mean? Once we got things going on and kind of take off to give everybody a a walk down memory lane with just it ain't even a new generation. We just gonna give you, you know what I'm saying, the bloodline is easy with the rest of the group. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
my father with the rest of the. So I'm doing that, man. That's basically what I'm doing right now.
And there's no, like, you linking up maybe and doing like a new generation of N.W.A, like you and Cube's son doing some shit, you know, or anything?
Man, it's always. Jay knows how to shit. You know, Shay, we definitely had talks for that. You know what I'm saying? I got big hopes for doing that. You know what I'm saying? And getting us all together. Like I said, my little brother's in the music. My father's second son, Shay, like you said, is in it. You know what I mean? Dr. Dre's son, Curtis Young, is in it. So, you know what I mean? I want to do something big with all of us as the kids of N.W.A that really shows the game, the talent that our fathers produce.
Man, that would be nice. So that is a possibility. You know, I've heard that you're.
Most definitely. Oh yeah, it's stronger than a possibility. It's something to stay tuned to. Something that's gonna go down.
Oh, okay. What about Jerry Heller, man? I'm surprised you haven't been working with him. How come he's no longer in the picture?
Who's that?
Jerry Heller, your dad's old manager?
Yeah, Jerry kind of left the picture. It's all the controversy with him and my father back in the days. You know what I mean? I've met with Jerry. Jerry met numerous amount of times and had good conversations. You know what I mean? Because regardless of the things that people outlook on Jerry, you know, I want to sit down with Jerry and learn and hear things that Jerry could tell me. You know,
right?
This is the man who taught. You know what I'm saying? My father, the business part of the game, and kind of, you know, made it also crack off for him. And putting that in perspective to form Ruthless Records. So Jerry's a big hold of all of that going on as well. So there's a lot of stories and conversations that I wanted to speak to him about. You know what I mean? So I sat down with him before. As far as him being in music, I'm not sure what he's doing. You know what I mean? Hoping his health is still well. And it's all positive things, you know what I'm saying? But I sat down with Jerry before.
Okay. So he's
I only can know a man from what I know him for. And I had to take that initiative to meet the man, and I met him as a kid, you know, but as a man,
right?
Actually sitting down and talking to him.
So he's kind of acting more as a consultant, just as a friend, more so, not actually part of what you're doing, then, huh?
Oh no, part of what I'm doing, not at all.
Ah, so that's well, hey, you know, things change, you know, obviously, and it's a new day. Actually, I've heard you've been working with Tweety Bird Loke. Is that true?
I'm since I was a kid.
Hold on, you broke up there for a second. What'd you say? Because you were breaking up there for a minute.
I've been knowing. Yeah, you get me? I've been knowing Tweety Bird Loke since I was a kid, since a knucklehead running around in Compton, California. You know what I mean? You know, he never really approached me about doing music. He was just always a big homie. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So it's because there was something somewhere, I don't remember where I read it, but they said that he was actually working with you and producing tracks for you. So that shows you how.
Oh no, it's Open Hands is always for him, but no, we never did the music, but it's nothing that can't be possibly done at all.
Right. Well, because you know, for a while, him and your dad had a feud, which I guess they cleared up later.
Yeah, but Tweety know what it was, man. Tweety been in the area for so long, so you know that was just a bunch of up and coming stardom and person that you've been knowing since dope dealing era stardom. Little feuds, jealousy and hate. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
There was nothing serious between them. You know that. Tweety know that.
Well,
but, you know, like I said, I've known Tweety since I was a kid.
When you hear diss records that were aimed at your dad, do you still get that "fuck you" going through your mind? You know what I'm saying?
Not. It's funny though. It's because I was in a club one time and somebody was attempting I think no Vaseline, and they must have just like cut it off so quick. Came and apologized. And I told them, man, there's no hard feelings, man. But like that, you know what I'm saying? But I've been in situations to where, you know, individuals, you know, feel a little uncomfortable or playing stuff, or people who claim they know the legacy didn't know, like, oh, I thought I was playing an N.W.A record. No Vaseline is not an N.W.A record.
Oh God.
You know what I mean?
How they fucked that up?
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, good try, but not I. So I had situations like that where they come and apologize. They'd be like, man, I'm not really tripping off that shit. You know what I'm saying? We know what it is.
Right.
Now, if you want to go ahead and turn on Real Compton CGs, then hey, you know, we can make it even.
Hey, well, and you know too, I guess that was a part of history and how things used to be, and so it's kind of looking. It's now funny to you. You know what I'm saying? In a way.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, well, what about? Here's an interesting one. Your dad actually made a song called "Fuck My Baby's Mama," and was that aimed at your mom?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put out which baby mama that was ended up
Okay.
for, but
Okay.
yeah, not mine at all. Nah, my mom and him split before he even got to the famous.
You there? Uh-oh. I think his phone went dead. Shit. Okay, you know what? Let's jump into I'm from Compton right here, and let's see if we can get him back. And if not, then this is what it is.
Certified, back to the location. Compton is a city, niggas still claiming. E still banging, ain't shit changed, low. This that kush nigga can't grow the same smoke. Sir, the same dope stay coming in. Cop that 645, nigga, fuck a Benz. And fuck friends, I ain't got none. If you ain't NHC, catch a hot one. Hear the cops come, everybody running high. Fuck the police, screaming till the day I die. Hide and hide, the dope keep a rotating. Watch the curve, can't fuck up my new gold dates. Honey spoke, low E got a swagger back. Tryna take mine, homie, I ain't having that. He go rat-a-tat, nigga face down. This is N.W.A. now.
Seems so deep, but I ain't lying. She looks sweet, but I ain't buying. I'm from Compton. Hey, if it's beef in the streets, homie, then I'm coming. See the police, but I ain't running. They know I'm from Compton.
Home of the gangsters, low riders, Daytonas, and the slangers. My block got bangers, cops pass, but my pops pass quicker. Since then I couldn't trust no nigga. Became a dope dealer before I hit 16. Now he got cake 6 straight, keep it lean. Stay loyal to the fiends, fat rocks for the cluckers. Try to touch mine, hot shots to the buses. I never been a sucker, stay about getting paid. From my hood to your hood, your boy got it made. Hit the block on trades, then I blaze up the zigzag. Try to touch mine, homie, ain't no get back. Kid Kat, C cool, NH model. Pass the OE and watch me down the whole bottle. Tryna mash full throttle, I'ma show 'em how to get it. N.W.A. niggas talk it, I live it. That's the business.
Seems so deep, but I ain't lying. She looks sweet, but I ain't buying. I'm from Compton. Hey, if it's beef in the streets, homie, then I'm coming. See the police, but I ain't running. They know I'm from Compton.
No sunshine, no sleep. Keep your eyes open, one time's on a creep. And I ain't tryna end up in the back seat. I'ma ride till I die, still the same OE. And you can catch me in the gutter lane smashing. Chronic in the air with the pioneers blasting. OG fashion, your boy get his shine on. My hood to your hood, still get my grind on. Mind on my money, E still pitching. Keep it low key, cause the feds keep listening. Back on a mission, ain't much change. Open up your eyes to the same old gang. We do the same old thing, you know the name and the model. Pass the OE and watch me down the whole bottle. Tryna mash full throttle, I'ma show 'em how to get it. N.W.A. niggas talk it, I live it. That's the difference.
Seems so deep, but I ain't lying. She looks sweet, but I ain't buying. I'm from Compton. Hey, if it's beef in the streets, homie, then I'm coming. See the police, but I ain't running. They know I'm from Compton. Hey.
Oh, yes, bitches. And we did. We got him back. Lil-Eazy-E at Disneyland. Man, we definitely appreciate you taking this time, man. You know, I know you're out with the kids and doing the kid thing, so it's cool that you're able to take time to do the interview. How do the kids react when you're doing these, man?
Huh?
How do the kids react when you're doing these?
Oh, my little one's like, oh, Daddy, you're staying on the phone the whole time. But, you know, I mean, they understand.
Right.
They want me to get on all the rides with them. You know what I mean? I got to do all the duties, not just mommy. But, you know, they know what it is. You know, and they're very fond of their grandfather. So they got a vibe of what Daddy does.
Right, right. It's kind of crazy because they never really met their grandfather. They only kind of knew him through his music, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And if you met my 7-year-old, you would think that she sat here and lived with him. She could tell you what about him, you know, from him, like him, you know what I mean? It's just crazy. It's like she's been, and how much she really loves her grandfather. It's crazy. And never really met him, you know what I mean? But it's a beautiful thing, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, shit, all of us who have listened to your dad's music, obviously, you know, we feel like we knew him, but we never spent any time with the guy, but shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's what it is, man. But,
yeah.
But, you know, I guess it's your manager. Lisa's been keeping me on task here, man. Shout out to Lisa for hooking up this interview, by the way. And
oh yeah, my assistant Lisa, yeah, Lisa Markham.
Okay, yeah. She was just texting me, so she wanted to, you know, just want to make sure I gave all the proper information, or actually, which I was going to have you do at the end of the interview. So, you know, it's all grease and gravel. But yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
But that's it's good stuff, man. Good that. So, like, you got a few shows coming up here soon, or what?
Yeah, I have one actually. I have one Friday in Riverside.
Okay.
I have a couple coming up, I believe, in Atlanta and Alabama. And then, like I said, me and DJ are getting on the road soon to let you know when that is. Through all social networking sites, Lil-Eazy-E Facebook, Lil-Eazy-E on Instagram, and E-Right Jr. on Twitter.
Okay.
So, people could check that out and get information on every store or stuff that I'm coming at. But like I said, this Friday in Riverside, and next month in Alabama, I believe, Alabama, Atlanta.
Wow. Now, how are the crowds out there, man? Is it different? It's got to be, right? Than it would be in, say, you know, Long Beach or somewhere where you're performing.
Oh, Riverside is going to be my first time. I don't do too many at home and stay. You know what I mean? I kind of really hold it for something bigger.
Right.
But we're finna see. You know what I mean? But more likely, I'm usually on the road, towards the East Coast, Midwest. You know what I'm saying? And mostly in-state things I did were up north, which is a beautiful crowd.
Oh, you mean you talking about Northern California or northern? Like,
yeah.
Oh,
Northern California.
Yeah. Well, Northern California is always really fun, man. I mean, the people are very laid back, and it's not, you know, not like it is, you know, down south. Same way here in Nevada, you know. So.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-huh.
How do you you know, like you said, you're doing some shows on the East Coast. How do you get received over there? Because I just know, man, I usually see a lot of East Coast cats, you know, can be somewhat arrogant when it comes to West Coast, man.
Oh, it's funny, you know what I mean? You know, it's always hard to break this, but like I said, coming from this lineage and bloodline, they the respect. You know, and New York always respect. You know, that's why I respect New York. You know, because they always kept it real, and they love pops. You know, they know that's where it started at. You know what I mean? You get so much love. You know what I'm saying? Their love leads off into figuring out why individuals don't get due justice in Southern California like they're supposed to for Eazy Son. You know, they got a real thorough background in New York.
Right.
So, you know, I mean, they feel like, you know, they supposed to be dropping off bundles at the house in Compton and all that, you know. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
New York always gave love. You know what I'm saying? When I go out there, it's always love.
So contrary to popular belief then, huh? Contrary to popular belief, they did always have some, they had love for you. Well, you hear all these things like, I don't know if you remember, but it was a dude named Tim Dog years ago. Did a song called "Fuck Compton."
Back in the days, yeah, back in the day.
So,
N.W.A. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? When people were playing them, those records as well, they start looking at me like,
oh yeah,
oh man, we
didn't mean to play that.
We didn't mean to, like, oh wow.
Well, it's like,
you know what I mean?
Even though it's old, though, it may still have you may have a scar from it or something. I guess they're figuring. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, was born with tough skin.
Right. Hey man, you got to, I guess, if you're in doing rap and whatnot. What about Quick, man? You ever do anything with Quick lately, or at some point maybe? Because he and your dad were close.
Who's that? I'm sorry. Who's that again?
Oh, DJ Quick. You gonna be?
Oh yeah, always. Yeah. I work with DJ Quick.
That's cool. Good. So obviously you and Quick.
Yeah. We always did. We did music together. He's always shown love. He's always been good and everything.
Cool. And
you know what I mean? The DJ Quick always been good. He's like gospel.
Man, that's it'd be nice, man, if say like Dre did a track for. Is you gonna be doing anything with Dre as far as him producing anything?
We hoping that comes and works. I know Dre has a project coming up and like different things. So that's my mission right now in the zone. Some real competition going on.
I want to ask you. Your phone's been breaking up a lot, man. And I don't want to suck up all the battery time on your phone. Are you good on bars?
No, you good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
We're working on that. Like I said, I work with DOCs, work with Dre hand in hand, and she has a project coming out. So that's what I'm right now to get in the studio with him and cook up some real Compton stuff.
Man, that would be nice. And it's kind of
yes, indeed.
What I like too is you've stuck to, that old school a little bit in a lot of your music. I mean, you've got some elements of the new school, but at the same time, you haven't forgotten where it came from. Where
exactamundo. Exactamundo.
Because
that's me, man. I gotta stay true to where I'm from. Stay true to what I am. I mean,
right.
Can't go with the fad or, just the thing that everybody else got going on. I stay true to what I am.
Well, if you hear most rap music now, you can't tell where anybody's from. Got him? I think we have lost him. Okay. Let's jump into me and my gang. While we're trying to get him back on the phone, me and my gang will try to get him back on the phone. So here we go.
Okay, addicted to this fast life. I hustle hard to get cash right. Shootouts in broad daylight. This is the life as the game start. Picture this, me and my niggas live life by the G code. Where every step we stepped on. I gotta watch them bullets where I'm from, so I stay with that Teflon. I'm just a N.W.A, a boy in the hood, and these niggas wanna take me out the hood. I'm from the CPT, yeah, where niggas ride 6-4s and 24 Chevy, nigga, that's how we roll. I'm on the block, posted up, pistol in the cut. Niggas trip, we make it clap, and I ain't talking about bust the bus. These niggas knowing how we ride on the side, pull a 9 on my side, niggas ride to the side, nigga. What you know about this real shit? I got a real click, and in my gun I keep a real clip.
Me and my gang, as we did, we got him back on the phone. Lil-Eazy-E, you there?
Oh, yeah. You played one of my favorite ones, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, still on that G shit, huh? Let's lay back on him. Listen to the beat shit.
Yes. And
808 knock. E make the bass rock. Catch me on the corner, California, niggas stay hot. I heard that in so long.
Hey, man, we go deep on them. You know what I'm saying? So, who are those dudes rapping on that track?
Who's that rapping on there?
Yeah, who are those guys rapping on there?
That's one of my artists, my former artists, Maverick. He's from out of Compton, and then my very first producer, DL, that I was speaking to you about earlier.
Oh.
He's from out of Gardena. And yeah, we just came together. You know, so like I told you, it's easy to scratch that 16, man. 16 on some cool shit. So I used to love them days, man. Go in there, we just, do some sampling the pops real easy. You know what I'm saying? In-house sampling. So, you know what I mean? It's real easy, and just me and my gang kept like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Like, phony fraud-ass niggas can't come around. He's on one, so the whole spot shutting down. Yeah, I'm just rapping me. I'm just rapping how I get out.
Right. Hey, well, and obviously, you tore it up as usual.
Yeah.
And
I tell him I ain't playing with these niggas. Last nigga tried me, that nigga died. Yeah, he taking me back with me and my gang. But yeah, that's one of those fun zones where, everybody get in there and lay at 16.
Was that one of the? Well, okay. Let me ask you this: what was a song that you can remember that you really had fun, and every time you hear that song, you're like, "Damn, I had fun making this shit."
Song I really had fun. Probably was one of the first. I mean, that's a lot of them, man. One of them was Shotgun.
Oh, okay.
Because on the album cut, I had Snoop. I had Cube doing some narration. So that was like fun being in the studio with him. He was at American Studio. He was right across the hall from me. So I didn't want to bug him to come in and do a verse at the time because I was just trying to flip through tracks while I was there to find what I really wanted them on. So I just had him doing some narration.
Oh.
And it's a lot. My first single on Virgin Records with Cool and Dre performed. You know what I'm saying? I have fun doing that record. It's a lot of them, man. I have fun. Matter of fact, here we go. This Ain't a Game with Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh.
Because I literally got all of them on there. Every single one of them. So every studio session where I had with them, I had a ball. You know what I mean?
So they're just fun dudes to hang out with in general then, huh?
Oh, most definitely. Even when I did a song with Cocaine, you know what I mean? I had a ball with him, You know what I mean? Because they take me down memory lane with my father's story and just ways that they feel, and sitting there seeing me behind a monitor being scared, like, oh my goodness, getting goosebumps, like, man, you look like your daddy. You know what I'm saying? So,
wow.
You know, it's a whole lot of records.
Well, and obviously you don't feel intimidated by these guys because you pretty much grew up around them.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So that's
oh yeah, most definitely.
So now you run Ruthless Records. That's now your label, right?
Oh no, that's my stepmother. You know what I mean? Waiting for when she hands it down to me. That'll be a whole beautiful time. But right now, my stepmother's running that.
Okay. Well, you got a group or a guy signed to that named Dirty Red. You know who that is?
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my partner.
Oh, okay.
That's my partner. Yeah, Dirty Red. That's my partner from way back.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, and obviously, what's happening with him? Is he going to be? You guys got projects coming out under him, or what's happening?
It's possible. I haven't talked to Red since I've been back in town. I haven't talked to him since I've been back in town in a couple of months, but that's highly possible. It's highly possible if he's putting together a record. But me and him were working on some other things, so
Okay.
I will be talking to him soon.
Good deal. So you are now, what are you? You're your own manager, pretty much. You're your own label. You're your own everything. Huh?
Yes, indeed.
So
yes, indeed.
What's your label called?
Mine's N.W.A Entertainment.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I have a group with my brother, myself, and a couple of the younger Right family associates, which is called Compton Money Gang, and who also has a mixtape and a DVD coming out that I'm saturated on, as well as my album. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing.
There's another person, like an R&B cat you working with too, right? Anthony or something like that.
I was, Anthony. He turned. It was a partner of me. Had two artists through a production company. Lola and Anthony, and they were young kids. One was still in high school, so Anthony, I think, just took a step back from music. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? He's maybe focusing more on writing for individuals. You know what I mean? But as far as being an artist itself, he kind of took a pause to it.
There was another group that was actually signed to Ruthless. I think they were signed to Ruthless. It was a Mexican group, and they're called Brownside.
Brownside, yeah. My partner Toker just connected with me. Hopefully, we'll be talking with each other and doing some work soon. So yeah, Brownside, exactly.
Cool. Yeah, because I remember they did a sort of a Mexican version of Boys in the Hood, like a Boys in the Barrio type track or something.
Yeah.
So just wasn't sure what's going on with them, if they're still working with you guys or what's happening with them.
Yeah, I think from the group, I think one is not with us anymore. And then, like I said, I just got in contact with Toker.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, man.
So, nice. Well, let me, I guess this would be the time, man, to give out all your information. If people want to get in touch with you, man, what do they do?
Oh, man, they can reach me on the sites, like I say, Little Easy at Instagram, Little Easy at Facebook, and E. Wright Jr., my government, E. Wright Jr. on Twitter. You know what I mean? And all the information's up there to contact me for any bookings, any shows. You know what I mean? And like I said, basically you'll be speaking directly with me, or if not, a few of my partner teams. But you know what I mean? Everything else is basically aligned straight to me. So ain't no beating around the bush. And you want to bring that Compton legacy to a city near you, just get at me. Or you want to stay tuned to real music coming at you. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and visit those sites.
Okay. I think there's she shot me an email address too. It was Lil-Eazy-E at gmail.com. Is that?
Yeah, or you can hit me at Too Easy, TWOEAZY 84 at AOL.com. Too Easy 84 at AOL.com.
Okay.
So TWOEAZY 84 at AOL.com.
Awesome. So that way they can get a hold of you if they, want to book
personally,
you.
Yep.
Okay. Good deal.
Exactly. Personally.
What about as far as you're not sure when the album's dropping, right? You don't really have a date on that yet, right?
What's that?
The album that you're going to be dropping, you're not sure when that's
late, not exact date, but late this year.
Okay. So fall, man. We're gonna be looking for the new Lil-Eazy-E album. What's it gonna be called?
Oh, Yellow Brick Road to Compton.
Yellow Brick Road to Compton. Nice. So, yeah, that's going to be dropping soon. And obviously, if they're on your Facebook, they're on your Twitter, they'll know all about it and be connected in, correct?
Yes, indeed.
Awesome. And, since your dad was the hip-hop thugster, what's that make you, man? Who would you be? Because that's what he called it. He had a lot of monikers, but I know hip-hop thugster was one of them. So,
excuse me.
I know you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You said the hip hop thugster.
Your dad was the hip hop thugster. So, do you have a moniker similar or no?
Oh yeah, it's the Compton Monster.
Compton Monster.
Compton Mobster. Mobster.
Okay. Compton Mobster. Nice, man. Well, you know what? I know you're at Disneyland. I know you're doing the thing with the kids, man. So we're going to go ahead and say goodbye. And again, I wanted to say thanks for coming on. And
I appreciate you guys having me, man. It was great.
Absolutely. And when the interview's up, man, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send it. I'll tag you on Facebook. I believe you're on my friends list, man.
Okay, most definitely.
Unless it's an imposter, but I think it's you.
Okay, most definitely.
So, and I'll send Lisa the interview too. But again, man, thanks for spending time with us, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, most definitely.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
All right.
All right, the rest of you fuckers, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer, the Stim Radio Show, and that's the story there, bitches. See ya.
The shit that goes.